All's well. So someone once said to me, this man said to me, he said, money is all around. He said it's everywhere. It's all around. It's everywhere. All you have to do is look around. You can find it. And I thought, this sounds like one of those things you're trying to sell, an infomercial. And as we spoke further, he told me about different business ideas. I mean, it was like, wow. I mean, it's like a person, in some cases, like going outside and finding ants. The next thing you know, people are buying ants, and you're like, wow. So, with a whole lot of different scenarios. And a lot of times, I like, you like to observe situations. And you can say, wow, that's interesting. Or you can hear a person make a statement, a point of view, and sometimes watch an interaction between different family members. Doesn't have to be your own, but other people, and you can see things. Which brought me to this video. To make this video, as you can see on the screen, it says, it's easy to get the green from low self-esteem queens. This video may make some people mad. I get it. If the rock hits you, holler. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking your mom. Because we know me, mom can't be wrong. But I want you to consider this. So I saw an interaction between two women. These will be the matriarchs and their daughters. One would always make snide comments. And the girl dressed like pretty, got it going on, had friends, a career, and a job. And I was like, why is she always making snide comments? And then the other girl maybe wasn't so attractive, but it doesn't matter. But she was smart, witty, intelligent, fun to be around, successful. This one I may have mentioned before in a prior video. She's the one where she was getting married, and I will say he was a Dusty, but the mother was all up in it. All up in it. And so the other mother, and they're about the same age. I'm thinking, one about late 50s, the other is like 60s. And so the other, she was observing, and she made the comment. She says, oh, yeah, I know. I was like, wow, she really all up in the girls. You're not getting married. The daughter's getting married. Now, keep in mind, both these daughters were helping out their mothers financially. Not just helping, let me clarify. They were supporting their mothers financially. One worked, one didn't. So, the one in her 60s, I would say, she's the one that made the comment. She said, because it was so obvious, people started talking. She said, oh, I know what she's doing. She's watching her money. And I thought she meant to say she's watching her for her daughter. No. She said she's watching her money. And that's when I put two and two together. Oh, so her daughter is responsible for putting a roof over her head, and she put a very, very nice upstairs, downstairs, beautiful home built from the ground roof over her mother's head because the mom lived with her. I'm like, okay. So and it made sense. Again, I thought she misspoke, but then and she kept talking, and then I understood. The mama was all wrapped up in it because, yes, she was doing one thing. She was watching her money. And don't forget, birds of a feather flock together. Game recognized game. So both of them being supported by their daughters. When she said she's watching her money, she meant she was watching her daughter's money. Why? Because basically her daughter's money was her money. The money her daughter had was used to support her. So that's why she's all up in it with negativity. Because, the man was busted. So I think she was thinking, uh-oh, now my daughter supporting me. Now she's finna marry this dude. Gonna have to support him too. Uh-oh, the money getting ready to get funny. The money getting ready to get funny. It's like, wow. She's watching her money. Then I thought about the one that says she's watching her money. I noticed how she operated. Again, she had a daughter that was very attractive, pretty, knew how to dress, friends, fun to be around, on her own, very independent. Her daughter also carrying her too. But she always had a snide remark to make. I was told of an incident where the girl should have left that battle act at the house. And that's what I said, battle act. She should have left at home. Um, the girl had went out, was out, she was going out with some friends. And on one weekend, decided to take the mother, I believe it was a brunch. And this is with other young, professional, making nice money, black women. And they got the cars and the jobs and the condos to prove it, okay? And one of them, she had a nice home. So they're very, these ladies were doing well. She brought her mother with her, and she later reported that she was just so embarrassed the whole time. The mother tried to put her down, which, no offense intended, is like, yeah, kind of been seeing that, but hey, you don't want to really get involved in people's family matters because that's very sensitive. So some things you just see, keep on moving. So it didn't surprise me. Now the things that she said surprised me. Trying to put the girl down, trying to always put the girl down. Everything is always so negative, and it was like, oh my gosh, why you took her there? I really don't know. Why you invited her? You should have left her at home. You brought her. Should have left her behind home. So she took her out for the evening, and all she did was put her down. No surprise. And I'm like, wow, even in front of your friends, in front of the friends. And it's kind of bad when the table just gets, everybody's drinking and eating, and then it starts to get quiet. Because that's why. There's negative energy in the room. See, the older broad, she's jealous of those young girls. She's in her 60s. You done already had your life. And you wish you could be them because all you did, and especially given a time period, you're older, you don't leave home till you get married, have a bunch of kids, and take care of a man, take care of the kids, and that's it. And now you're seeing women who are dating, boyfriends, the man can come and go, they don't care. They've got their own money. And you're seeing a different time, and now we're on woulda, shoulda, coulda, and your daughter has that and you're jealous. Some men will be happy to see. They want to see the daughters do well. That's not everybody. Let's not pretend. Jealous. And looking at those two women, just not knowing them like lifelong, but from what I observed, I thought about it. It's just like a dusty man, always putting a woman down. Why do you think so many black men this can apply to any group, but because black men are the poorest among other men collectively, and where other groups help theirs, they don't, they're going to be at the bottom of the scale. I just was talking to a guy, and I've noticed this in other I've noticed this in Asian, Caucasian, and Hispanic, where you'll have those, Jewish especially, you will have those men of those nationalities. And again, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm saying what I've noticed, okay? So I'm picking out a few stories. So I don't want to hear that because I can't say they all do it because I don't know them all. But I've noticed you'll have them where they've done well and they've made a lot of money. They are rich. And they will turn around to someone in their group and put them on, put them to work. I told you about the Jewish guy worth millions of dollars. What did he start doing? He already has a company. He just started hiring more people that he knew, putting them on payroll. Putting them on a payroll where you going to work a week out of the month. A week out of the month, and you paying them $2,000? Whoa. And then it wasn't even a full week. That person working like 3 and 4 days out of a week. Maybe 5 at the most, big whoop, and you getting $2,000 a month. The person that helps said, hey, I got a whole lot of money. I can't take it with me. I might as well help. I've seen that in other groups. I've seen white men. It's like, how so and so get on? No college degree, but you making he paying you over 100,000 a year. Oh yeah, I didn't have anything, and he saw me and gave me a chance, and I started doing odd jobs, and then he just trained me, and so I'm his assistant. You an assistant? You an assistant? Just a high school diploma, working a regular job. Saw me, and then next thing you know, just start paying me real nice and advised me on what to do. Wow. And so now you're worth I can't believe it. You close to $1 million. Yeah, he's a good person. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nothing. And they don't try to pull, oh, I'm going to use you and get over. They recognize they don't have the drama that we would have. See, with us, you can't hardly do that because then we'll look up and try to get over on you. Well, I'm going to need some more money. I heard a black man tried to do that. And again, just that one circumstance didn't turn out well for him because when he had to go ahead and try to get some cuts and say, hey, I need to kind of slow down on spending, the Negroes went off on him. I'm just letting you know. It's like, oh my God, you shouldn't have, I heard he tried they work a little differently. So we don't have that luxury in this group. So who's at the bottom economically? The men are. If they're at the bottom and you might have a little edge, it's in their best interest to try to bring you down with low self-esteem. See, these little minions are just like their mammy. They know something maybe you don't know or haven't, maybe you do know it makes sense, but you haven't realized it or applied it to yourself, to your logic. It's easy to get the green from low self-esteem queens. hmm If you have a young black woman and a black woman know one thing, that's how to work, honey. She work 1 and 2 jobs. If you can get a hold of one of those and keep her down mentally, try to play a mind game like, girl, don't nobody want you. Ain't no man trying to date you. Oh, I'm all you got. Hey, you looking to have me and I'm almost, I'm all you got. If you can do that, you can control that person. If you can keep that, if you can keep them in low self-esteem, you can control that person where they feel worthless. Maybe beautiful, pretty in the mirror. I don't care if she's a size 16, size 8, size 16, size 6. Pretty. I've seen some ladies, honey, full figure, honey, big girl got it going on in her femininity. She got it going on. I've seen some skinny ones. Women come in different sizes and they're beautiful. But aside from the outside, if you can get on the inside to have low self-esteem, you can control and manipulate that person. I don't care how pretty they are. And that's one thing I hate to say that some of the mammies have in common with their low-performing man son. Keep you with low self-esteem. They can easily live off you. Why? Because you're working hard. They got you beat down mentally inside thinking that you're worth nothing. You're lucky that they do have you. You're lucky they have, you've got them in their lives. They really can't survive on their own. They can't go out there in the world and make it like you can. So they can easily do what? Look on the screen. They can easily get the green, get them coins, those shekels, get that guac. Just got to keep you with low self-esteem and make sure you keep on working around the clock. I've noticed that. I said, wow. I said before in the video for some black women, and I said in the spirit of love to enlighten you, sometimes your biggest problem is your mom and your man. Again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. There are some good black mamas out there. We love you. We adore you. We respect you. I wish you many blessings and more. But there are some out there. And to be honest, I think those women, they're scared. They're really scared. I kind of feel sorry for them. They are scared. They can't make it on their own. They need their daughters. They can't, and most of them can't depend on that son. So these little minion men, these low self-esteem wannabe kings, they want to keep with low self-esteem. You are a resource. Why? You have low self-esteem, you'll easily come out your purse. Easily come out your purse. Every now and then they may say a little kind word to you, but they really don't mean it. Believe it or not, those people are scared inside. Well, and some might try to talk harsh to you too. They're not brave like you. If they're brave, well, hell, get out there and go hit it. Go make it happen. Go get your own damn chick. Go make it happen. They can't. Some of these mamas are a little jealous and scared. And a lot of them are scared because they got their mind crippled because they kept hanging with the seed of poverty D. And they adapted that mindset. So here you are defying the odds and doing your dream. You're living you. And to you, it might be, hey, I go to work, I have my own job, my own car. Hey, you don't understand. You have peace of mind. You're not burdened down, especially if you don't have a whole bunch of children eating up your money. So some people that are around you, they want you to keep low self-esteem because why? They're feeding off you. You can easily get the green off a low self-esteem queen. Person has low self-esteem, kind of down in the dumps. And you think, oh, well, they need me. Oh, and I'm helping something. See, you call yourself helping as part of your validation. They're using you. hmm And I look at those situations and I really saw through that quick. I thought, wow, like a con game. You got these mothers with these daughters, some are educated, have corporate jobs, and you trying to convince your daughter, this one here that don't nobody want you. Something is wrong with a man if he wants you. You're just trying to keep your daughter under your thumb because you can't make it without her. So you are inflicting low self-esteem on your daughter. Why? You need that purse. You need that green from your daughter, the low self-esteem queen. The same thing for the man. And I think it's sad. I think it is sad. I think it's very evil. So my people are game too. I peeped up both those mothers. I peeped it. I thought about it. This is interesting. Put two and two together. You want these women to have low self-esteem so you can think, I'm all you got. Be it the mama or sometimes be it the man. I'm all you got. And so if they can run this game on you, you can easily come out your purse and hand them that green. Give them your money. Sad. I can't imagine being that vile. I just can't. So look at the people. Some, as I said, it's sometimes you want to do a riff or reduction in force. Sometimes you don't love them, but you have to reevaluate things, reevaluate relationships. Is this person good for your self-esteem? Always bringing you down, always trying to bring out the mistakes you made, as if they're like mistake free, and especially if they're dependent on you. How are you going to depend on something? Let's say if it's me, you're going to depend on me, but you always want to bring up something negative. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and let you have real quick, but everybody's different. Because I'm going to get you off me. And especially if it's only two of us around. Now, some folk around, I'm okay. Well, we'll think about it. But one on one, you're going to try to come and check me. Oh, checkmate. I'm ready for you. Everybody's different. So you don't have to go off and go bad, but sometimes you have to analyze things. Anybody who was constantly putting you down, trying to talk about your flaws, well, you ain't got one yet. You're still a baby mama. And she might be married to a man and carrying him too. And still depending on you. It happens. So we're approaching a new year. Hopefully, we're in November of 2022. Evaluate sometimes how people treat you. If they're constantly putting you down, trying to bring up your faults, and then they're still financially dependent upon you, ladies, and it can apply to men, but I'm talking to the ladies, watch your back. Recognize chapter 1 in a book of pimpology. Chapter 1, the PhD, player hater degree. Some people will hate on you and they want you to have low self-esteem so they can keep you down and manipulate you. So thanks for listening. Simply said here on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, so keep that in mind. When that man said, it's like, oh, it's money everywhere. And I thought about it, different business ideas, ventures that one could partake upon. Very interesting. But I thought about this. You're right. There's money everywhere. There's money in people. Because it's easy to get the green, get that money, get that guac. It's easy to get the green from low self-esteem queens. Simply said her on YouTube once again. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Love ya, and I'm out.